Welcome back to another iRacing video, everybody, as we zoom in over the city of Montreal to the Circuit Gilles Villeneuve, named after a Canadian F1 driver. This is, in fact, in Canada, this circuit, believe it or not. Surprise, surprise. So, we actually qualified P2 for this race, which is our highest on the channel. We're trying to get a clean race, so I thought, you know, if we just qualify higher up in the position, maybe we can get a clean race. So let's see how this one works out for us. As we're going side by side, as you can see, I am just peeking ahead, and there we go. As I get on the power, we pull out ahead, and look at that. I'm leading that first race. Nerves are probably through the roof. I don't have my heartbeat sensor turned on for this one, but rest assured, it's probably 160. I'm probably shitting myself. Just trying to keep it on track. Trying to tell myself, if you can just break away, maybe there's a chance for a win here. There must be some drama going on in the background because people are shouting already, and that is why we qualified P2, because we just missed out on all of that. As we are coming to the big braking zone, before we get onto the big straight, we brake as late as we can. We don't want to lock up any tyres, trying to get a good exit. The game plan here, I know we're most likely not going to be able to keep P1. As soon as someone's in your draft, as you can see here, we've got 5 cars just in each other's draft. We're all just dragging each other along this big straight. So the guy behind me is just going to stick with me. I will not be able to lose him on the straights. All I want to do is pull away from the other guys behind, and we can just see if we can create a big enough gap to where I can stay in P1 or P2 as long as possible. We just want a good result, and we don't want any incident points either. We just want to, because we were in B license last season, but we just had too many accidents and they demoted us. They said, you know what, give us your B license back, you've lost it, you don't deserve it. So we're back here grinding. So we get it wrong there, we get the exit wrong, we was a bit wide, which leaves P2 behind us, Max Henry, I believe his name is, right up our ass as we're going into the chicane before the big straight. You can see he is right behind us now. He's going to stick behind us here because he's not going to go for an overtake here, because he knows he's close enough now to go for a move down the straight. There's nothing I can do about it. He's in the slipstream and he's just going to pick up so much speed. So in the back of my head, I'm just thinking, allow P2 past as easy as possible so we don't lose too much time to P3, because we don't want him to be in the slipstream either, because then, you know, he might just overtake us on the straights. And we won't have much to defend over. So there we go, back into P2. So we did lead for a lap there, which is more than we did last season already. So this is a brilliant start to the season. First race, first time we've led, you know, it's looking up. So we're going to try and stick with Max here. Again, we just want as much slipstream as we can. As we skip to lap 3, into the big braking zone again, trying to stick to Max as we're very close to him there going in. So let's see if we can make a move as we eat up all of his slipstream. We've got this weaving going on to try and break the slipstream, but I'm close enough. You can see how much more speed I'm getting here. I'm definitely going to go for a move. He knows it too. He moves across for me. He knows the game. He doesn't want to lose too much time either. And we are leading again for the second lap now of this race. We are going to try and hold it as long as we can, but spoiler alert, as we skip ahead onto lap 4, I don't think we're going to be keeping P1, and you'll see why. Again, as we see a guy dead on the right, we're just going to tuck in behind him, and you'll see now behind us, we're just causing cars to go all over the track, trying to make anybody lose concentration for a second and make a mistake, because there's 4 cars there, all probably within a second, so that's pretty close. So we're trying to use any advantage as we can as we come into the braking zone for the big long straight, as Max gets it nice and rotated there. As you see, he's in my slipstream again, so we're just going to bomb it down here. We're going to try and make him lose slipstream. As you see him in the mirrors there, he doesn't quite expect us to turn so sharply there, and we are still leading, which is great. I didn't think we'd be keeping it this long, to be honest, because Max is in the slipstream. He doesn't really have to try, but the gap to P3 is a second now, so if Max does pass us, then P3 shouldn't have slipstream, and we should be able to pull away from him as normal and keep hold of P2. As we brake at the 100-meter board into 3rd gear, we're just trying to keep as much speed through those corners as possible. It's pretty scary, but the fixed setup has quite a bit of downforce, as Max is giving us a lot of pressure here. We had to defend a little bit into there, which makes us go a little bit deep, compromises our exit, and as you can see, Max is now side by side. But I don't mind that, because we've got the long straight after these next couple of corners. So if Max gets ahead of us here, we can just stick in his slipstream, and that will actually benefit us in creating a gap to P3 behind us. So we're going to try and brake as late as we can here, but it's scary with Max in front of us. If we lock up or make a mistake, then we run risk of murdering him. And up to this point, we have 0 incidents the entire race, which bodes well for our safety rating. So we're following Max down the long straight, sticking into his slipstream. He does try and brake slipstream here, and I'm not really bothered, not trying to overtake him. I'm just sticking with him as much as we can, and we do start to see our pace fall off. I'm not sure why. I do end up changing my brake bias, but we're going to see Max here now slowly get further away as we cut through the race. We were just sticking behind him, and this is the final lap onto the straight before the final turn of the race, and our gap towards Max came back down to less than a second, so we did find some pace. We nearly caught him again, or he lost pace, maybe he used his tyres, but the gap from to behind us was 5.3 seconds at the end of the race, so they lost a load of time, don't know where. It's just really the top 2 that had a race going on. So there we are, as we pull up the race results. As we can see, we gained 0.18 safety rating, which I think is pretty low considering 0 incidents. We stuck with P1 the entire race, so I'm not really sure why we got such little safety rating gain off there. But iRacing changed, plus 82, brilliant. We did really well. Congratulations me, didn't die. For the first race of the season, this is a beautiful, beautiful result. So I'm excited to make more videos, show you how my other races go. I have had 2 of the races that went extremely well as well. I'm probably going to put them both into the same video. And yeah, we maybe have a triple race video coming up soon. So thank you very much everybody again for watching. I am going to try and pump these videos out. I had quite a few issues this week. I rebooted my PC, so I just had loads of issues with recording and editing the video, but all has been resolved. Thank you everybody again for watching. I love making these videos and racing and sharing my journey with you guys, so thank you. I hope you have a wonderful week. Goodbye.